Didik TV KPM.
Welcome back to our science class with me, Irfan Shahmi, and teacher Halinna, of course. So, for this segment, teacher, I believe we will go for the topic of application of microorganisms.
Okay, all right. So we are going to look back at what we have learned just now, the growth factors that affect microorganisms, their uses, their harmful effects. And now I'm going to ask a few questions to our pupils online and to you at home. I hope you can answer these questions. And these questions, Irfan, were taken from Sumberku, the repository from online. You can just search it from the internet and you'll find a lot of modules with good questions in it. So I took a few from Sumberku, and it's an application questions, okay? So let's start with the first one. The first question. Okay, let's see what's the question.
Right.
All right, question 1. I made a dough made of yeast and I mixed it with flour and also lukewarm water. But I forgot to put in sugar. I did not add any sugar. And after a while, after 30 minutes, I waited. And 40 minutes, 1 hour, the dough did not rise. Why is that? Can somebody help me? Who can try and answer why my dough did not rise? Oh, Akil. Okay, Akil.
Why
Without
Akil?
sugar, there is no nutrient for the yeast to grow. Therefore, microorganisms cannot grow without presence of nutrient.
So now we know dough actually rise because of microorganisms that grow and metabolize in it. So it breathes. So that's why it rises. The dough rises. So without sugar, there's no nutrient for it to grow. So that's why my dough did not rise.
Oh no.
Okay, I thought I did a good thing by not adding too much sweetness.
So after this, don't forget to put your sugar, right? To
Sugar
get
is not only for us to taste the sweetness, but also for us to make the yeast grow. Okay, so the second question. I have fresh prawns. I just bought it in the market. And I place it on a plate and I leave it on the table at room temperature. And next to it, also a plate of prawns, but this type of prawn is the dried ones that your mom always used to cook with vegetables. So the dried ones, I put it next to the fresh ones. And after 1 day, the next day, I found out that the fresh ones are supposedly to be fresh ones. It has turned bad. It has turned like blackish. And it has foul smell.
Oh, I cannot imagine the smell. Whoa.
Okay, so why does that happen? Who can tell me why that happened?
The fresh prawns and dried prawns. Okay.
Mia, can you tell us more about prawns?
There is no water present in the dried prawn. Without water, microorganisms cannot grow. The fresh one was wet, therefore microorganisms can grow on it.
Yes. That is a very important aspect of making dried prawns, where the water content in the prawns have already been taken out during the drying process. So there is no water in the dried prawns. So that is why microorganisms will not grow on dried prawns compared to the fresh ones, which are really wet. It is only fresh for 1 day. If you do not store it properly, you do not keep it properly, it will turn bad because microorganisms will grow on
So it is very important to understand that the growth of microorganism is depend on the presence of water, right?
Yes, presence of water. Okay, next question. I have 2 grapes. One of the grapes, I put it in a glass of tap water, a normal tap water, and the other one, I put it inside a glass of lime juice. So which one do you think will have molds growing on it after maybe 1 or 2 days? Who can try and answer that? Oh, okay, Bella.
The one in the tap of water. Lime juice has high acidity and microorganisms cannot grow in that condition. Therefore, microorganisms can only grow on the grape in the tap of water.
Okay, in tap water. Okay. Yes, it's true. Lime juice is just like vinegar.
Yep.
It is high in acidity. So most microorganisms cannot grow in high acidity condition. So that is why the grape in the lime juice still looks okay. No molds growing on it. But the one in the tap water will have molds growing on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Bella, for the answer. Now, last but not least,
The last question.
this is a beef salami, I believe. The one on the left is vacuum packed. That means it is put in a condition where there is no contact of air to the beef salami. And the one on the plate has been opened and put on a plate. Leave it bare like that on the table, and both of them are left on the table at room temperature for 1 or 2 days.
For 1 or 2
So,
days?
which one do you think will have molds or microorganisms growing on it? Who wants to try? I think it's Jay's turn, right, JD?
Yes. The one left on the table. Microorganisms cannot grow in a condition without air or in very low or very high temperature. Therefore, the pack of beef salami in the fridge will still be fresh, while the one on the table will be small and not good to eat because it is in room temperature. And as we all know, room temperature is the most suitable temperature for microorganisms growth.
Okay, thank you so much, JD. Yes, he is absolutely right. Without the presence of air, microorganisms cannot grow. So the one in the vacuum packed will still be okay, still edible, compared to the one left outside at room temperature. You will see that it will turn a little bit maybe blackish,
Yep.
and it has foul
Oh,
smell.
okay.
That is because of microorganisms. Thank you so much, JD. Irfan, when you
Yep.
say about foul smell, every time we talk about food that has been spoiled by
Yep, rotten food.
microorganisms, it will have foul smell.
Foul smell, yes.
And it reminds me of sometimes some people do have foul smell also.
Okay.
Why is that? Is that caused by microorganisms too?
Yeah.
Have you heard about that? Sometimes when we do not take care of our cleanliness, you do not take your bath or you
Yep.
do not brush your teeth. Okay, so microorganisms can also grow on you and cause foul smell. So next time you check yourself, do I clean myself really well? So if you yourself smell really nice, so that is okay. So those who do not like to take a bath or you do not like to brush your teeth, well, it's time for you to change. Okay,
Yep,
Irfan.
change the routine.
Let's make a
Okay.
conclusion for our lesson today.
Yep.
Okay, so we have learned all this today, the growth factors. I hope you can remember toner, suitable temperature, air, presence of air, water and nutrient, and also suitable acidity. These are the growth factors and the uses and harmful effects and infectious diseases. Okay, Irfan, I hope everyone will also remember, besides watching DDate TV, you can also get good modules for learning about science from Sumberku. And last but not least, I will not forget to give stars to Irfan and
Thank
also
you.
my pupils here.
All
So
right.
I believe my pupils here have shown that they have done their own investigations.
Yep.
They can answer questions on applications of microorganisms, uses and harmful effects in daily lives really well. So all of them, you deserve 6 stars, my
6 stars.
my pupils.
Okay. So maybe a quick overall performance by the students, by the
Okay.
pupils.
We can see, we witnessed just now, all of them are very articulate
Yep.
in presenting what they have done. They have thought about it. They have observed before they want to do an investigation. They observe first. So that is very good scientific skill, process skill that every one of us should have.
DDate TV KPM